What celebrity would you each like to have guest star on the show in the future?
I love this question. I have a few.
I'm so excited to be doing this. Like, I love this show so much.
Hey.
I live with like two other like 26-year-old dudes, and we sprint to the couch every Thursday and watch this show like together. Like, we call your characters like our girls. We're like, those are our girls.
And
Like,
we are. And we are your girls.
To dive right into it, what is different for each of your characters going into the season? Alyah, I'll start with you.
Ooh, okay. Whitney's this season is having a season of self-exploration, of self-growth, and she's just trying to figure out what she likes, who she is, you know, sort of what every 18-year-old goes through. I feel like you go to college and you know that one thing about yourself. You know, when you enter a class and like, share a fun fact. Whitney's is probably like, I play soccer. And so she doesn't really like have much outside of that. At least she doesn't think she does. But she's on that path. She's trying to figure out what that is and who she is and what she likes. And yeah, that's where she's at now.
Yeah, I'd say that Kimberly is confronted with, you know, at the end of season 1 with some dire issue. And I think in season 2, she is forced to kind of grow into a more adult version of herself. So I think throughout season 2, we see a Kimberly who's starting to break out of her box a little more to try and discover who it is that she is and wants to be.
Yeah, I think that's very similar for a lot of the characters. They had to have a sort of exponential growth over Thanksgiving to be mature. And Bella as well. So much happened at the end of season 1. She was sexually assaulted. She was called so many names. She left the Catalan. So she, over Thanksgiving, took a decision of how she was going to approach the rest of the school year. Not maybe the most noble way or approach, but she decides that she's going to objectify men instead. She's going to be on top. She's going to be the alpha. She's going to run a magazine as a coping mechanism. So we see her still with those dreams, aspirations, trying to be funny, seeing when a joke lands, but she's way more grounded, but more ambitious and not as flighty as she was in season 1 as a result of the growth and maturity.
Yeah. I think for Leighton, I mean, like, obviously she's out to more people than just Kimberly, which is great. But, you know, she doesn't necessarily like change the way that she carries herself or presents herself. It's more just like this internal thing, which is actually really nice for me because I think that was more of my sort of story growing up. Like, I think I've always pretty much been this way. I'm just a bit more comfortable with who I am now, which I'm sure will, you know, develop over the next however so many years I'm alive. And, you know, you just kind of get to see her like snake through all these situations that actually get really like up, which is kind of fun.
I believe that. And I'm very excited to see that and for everybody else to see that. You both live rent-free on my TikTok For You page.
Oh,
so,
thank God.
Yes. I want to ask, how has your friendship between the two of you, you know, blossomed from your characters to in real life, like what we see online?
Well, I've cried about this once already today.
I know. I was like, how can we do this without crying?
That's what I literally am trying to prepare myself.
It's very genuine, I would say. I think like my fear always with social media and the internet in general is that like, I'm not sure if I'm being fed like a narrative or like, you know what I mean? If it's curated sort of thing that I'm being told, but like, truthfully, like we just love each other. And I'm not gonna cry.
I know.
Yeah, it's like she's someone that I talk to every day and that I worry about every day and that I check in on, and vice versa. And we, you know, root for each other and cheer for each other, and just grateful to have someone to go through this whole process with, really.
Totally. Well, we've gone through so much. We've met each other. Like,
we did our first TV show together. Like that's a whole
thing in and of itself, right? Like we navigated this entire last like press season in the show coming out last year. Like it is, we are just so ingrained in each other's lives by choice and also just by like practice working on the same job. But like, it doesn't feel like it. Like that's like the best part of work is like I get to go to work with my best friend every day. And also like, you know, after our interviews today, we're getting drunk later. Like
we already planned it. I was like, Reneé,
we planned it. I was like, of course I'm coming over. Like it's just nice. I don't know. I've been really lucky to have like pretty good friends, like, but like that's my bitch.
Okay. Amazing. I mean, Toronto to LA isn't far, so put me down for drinks tonight.
Oh my God, come. Oh, and literally come.
Bring the roommate. Bring the boy.
Oh, and we'll start a group chat. We've tried to start group chats with people. Sometimes we get
This is our thing. We go out to dinner and we meet, like we don't know how to socialize very well. So we like have a waiter that like really we get along with well. And we're like, oh yeah, we should start a group chat.
Okay. I'm in the group chat. Please add me. What celebrity would you each like to have guest star on the show in the future?
Oh, that's a good question.
I love this question. I have a few.
I love for a stand-up comedian to come in, you know, so many, any one of them, Dave Chappelle, Trevor Noah, Wanda Sykes, so many brilliant female ones that are up and coming. I would love to see, I don't know, Bella do an internship with someone, or I would love to see that and to just watch and learn myself comedy from comedy geniuses. I would love to just be an apprentice in real life and as a character.
Oh God.
Hang on, I know.
There's so many people.
Okay. Should I just begin?
You have a list, actually?
Yeah, I just have a few things.
Oh, okay. Let me put them together then.
So Emma Darcy, I would love to have on the show for more reasons than one.
Oh God.
Leah, you're up. You're on the spot.
Yeah, it's my turn. I just watched The Bear. Well, I didn't just watch it. I just rewatched The Bear. And I love Ayo Edebiri. And I just think she's so freaking cool. And I would love to have her be my built-in bestie on the show. So that way I can befriend her in life. Also a huge fan of Zach Fox. I don't know how he could fit on the show. I just think he should be on the show because I think he's hilarious and think he's good at everything he does. And
I love it.
Yeah, that's what I got for you so far, Reneé.
I love it. Amazing.
You know, a very serious pace. I love this for her.
We get some, you know, the Zach Fox, like we get the Abbott Elementary crossover, like maybe that's the thing, like the Abbott school.
You know how like Disney
Channel
and Nickelodeon used to do those crossover episodes, like That's So Sweet, Life of Hannah Montana. That's what we need to do. Abbott Elementary,
just like that.
Something with it, yeah.
I think like Mark Maron making an appearance as like a professor would be amazing. I would want him to have a full season arc. I would want to be in the class that he's teaching, and I'd want him to play a version of himself. And then also, you know, it's funny, it's not really an answer to your question, but it's similar. I was rewatching The Office recently, and in like season 6, there's an episode where Andy Bernard, played by Ed Helms, is courting a girl, the girl Erin, whatever. So Andy Bernard's courting Erin, and they end up at this party, and the way that he like is in his body and like feels kind of like I was watching him and I was like could Kimberly Finkel be related to this person? It was so, I kind of understood where my body got some of it. It's from like religiously watching that show where I was like, really?
You have a connection. There's a Mindy Kaling between you. So I think we can see that happen. I'd love to see those.
I'm sorry, I'll call Mindy right now. I just have to tell her about it.
The Mindy Kaling cinematic universe. Another hard-hitting one for you. What would be your go-to beer pong trick shots?
Reneé needs to be here for this because we just went out for Halloween and we were at this party and we got crushed in beer pong. We were like, actually, it was a good game for us. Like we were doing really well. They just had a better strategy. They just had more experience and skills than us. And so we are not the best at it. I don't have any trick shots. Just the trick shot is try to make it in the cup.
This is relatable. Pauline, for you, your brother, as we know, is also very talented and successful actor. But for you, how has that felt, you know, carving out your own amazing position as a performer in this industry?
Yeah, I think that it's really wild to see the way this industry works in Hollywood, and working for a series and Warner Brothers and driving to a lot every day, and just the machine of television. I didn't know anything about it. So being able to understand or start to understand how that world functions has been a journey that I'm still very much on.
Amrit, I have to ask you, as a fellow attendee of an Ontario university/college, I have to ask, what has the on-screen college experience been like compared to your experience at York University?
Did you go to York?
I went to Sheridan College in Oakville, Ontario.
Oh man, I was hoping to do some York to York bonding.
So sorry.
My experience was very different from Bella's in that I come from a very conservative family. I come from a village called Bonparti, which is even speaking to men or you're fully clothed. So I was quite restricted. I was quite sheltered. So I think I went to my first party when I was 19. It was a Halloween party. I went to maybe 3 in the course of 4 years, and it took a lot of begging to my parents, and they were like, "We're so liberal." And I'm like, "Do you know what kids are doing?" So I'm very much living vicariously through Bella.
Amazing. Love to see it. And I'm so sad we lost Reneé. But just because we have more time, I'd love to know, out of, personal interest and general interest, Taylor Swift's Midnights. Have you listened? Do you have a favorite song?
Okay, so here's the thing. This is what I've been trying to avoid forever. And Reneé knows this. I'm not a Swiftie. I know. I'm coming out publicly to say this. I'm not a Taylor Swift girl. I think I would be. It just feels like there's so much material there to go through, and like the different red versions of the albums. Like, I just can't, I just can't dive in now. It just feels like I'm a little bit too late to the game.
Yeah.
However, when I was a kid, there was a video of Taylor Swift doing a spoof parody rap song with T-Pain. Mm-hmm. And that was my entire personality for like a good month. So I'm a Swiftie in that sense. That's my Taylor Swift.
When Taylor Swift does rap, you're like, I love Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's funny. That's cool. That's interesting. Although you can't find it on the internet now, and I wonder why.
On that note, it has been great talking with you.
Yeah, you too.
I'll just talk to you, I guess. Sorry, we lost Reneé. We'll catch up in the chat.
In the group chat. It's all good.
Amazing. Reneé Rapp tried to escape me. I need to know, you pulled out a list, you pulled out your phone. What celebrity would you like to have guest star on the show in the future?
I got you. Okay, so Naomi McPherson, they're in the band Muna. I think they should be on the show. Okay? That's what I was texting Alyah. I was like, wait, say this person's it. Emma Darcy, they're on Game of Thrones. House of the Dragon, excuse me. There's also one other person who I'm literally in love with. Emily Carey is also on House of the Dragon. I'm also in love with her. So these are all people that I have crushes on, but they're also phenomenal. I would also like pretty much anybody. Also, I think Mark Cuban would be a weird twist in some fashion. I have a thing for that man. I don't know why. Yeah, there's such an extensive list of people. So I'll be involved in casting next season. Yeah.
Amazing. I think you should be. And, there's an HBO Max.
And you, Owen.
And you.
I'm in.
Yeah,
HBO Max, House of the Dragon, college, Sex Life of College Girls. It's going to work.
There we have
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. It was so great to talk to you both. I got to say goodbye, and have a great day.
Like the video? Then hit the button, or better yet, drop us a comment. Then check out our latest videos here. And don't forget to subscribe by hitting the button here for more celebrity interviews and entertainment news.